I'm going to take and cook this up a little bit here. Kind of set it up on here. It's a little warm. Went ahead and threw on both of my tins there. You can see the smoke coming out of the one. It's just kind of moisture, really. All that stuff in there was already charred, but I haven't used that tin in probably a year. So the only reason why I'm throwing it on there is to cook out some of that moisture. That way I can start using it again. You know, guys, I've met some amazing people in my lifetime, especially since I've got into the bushcraft community, if you would call it. And Justin Wolfe over at Wolfe Customs is no exception. Amazing individual, and I'm going to showcase some of his things that I've had for quite some time. Probably maybe 3 years or so. So it's not going to look all smooth and pretty. It's going to look like it's been used. But I just really wanted to take the time and share that and kind of let you know that his stuff lasts, and it lasts for a long, long time. And so let's go ahead and take a look at a few things. Alright, so check this out. This is just for a Mora right here. This, I love this. I've had this for, like probably 3 years. I switch knives out once in a while, and honestly, for the last probably year and a half, maybe, I've been mainly just carrying this. Maybe 2 years, just mainly carrying my Mora. Once in a while, throw in a bigger knife. But this is just for a Baco sheath, and you can see, well used. I can just take and rework this to give it some more color back, but his edges are still smooth and round, and everything still fits in there good. I mean, you're not gonna just pull it out, so you gotta work it out. Love it, absolutely love this. So this one just rides on my belt here. Some of my other knives I'll put the dangler on to drop it down to here, just so it's not poking up. But this Mora, it doesn't ride above the belt line anyway, so I love that. Absolutely love that. Perfect ferro rod loop. I just carry cheap ones, nothing special. I do have a few ferro rods that I treasure. And this awesome. And now at work, we actually call this a nerd pack. One of these tools a nerd pack. And inevitably, just joking around, I call it the snack pack. But anyway, this amazing sheath right here holds a ferro rod. This is another one that Wolfe has made, and this holds my Super Tool 300. Very, very nicely. It is not going to come out of there. And hear that snap? I mean, you gotta want it to come out. Had this for, I think almost a year now too. And then back here, it holds a flashlight for me, so I always have like an EDC flashlight. So this is what I like to carry. So you can check that out. Bam! Let's go ahead and check out a few more things. Alright, so this is one of his more recent items that he is carrying, and if you haven't guessed what it is for yet, I'll demonstrate it later. But this is for hand drill. This is hand drill loops. All you do is you take the top of this. You can kind of see it's indented there just from being used. But just stick this on top of the spindle, and this just wraps right around it. It hugs it perfectly. This stuff is pliable leather. I guess that's the word I would like to use. So it grips the top of that spindle. Now everybody's like, oh, you gotta tie it, and no, you don't. So been doing hand drill for a long time, But anyway, these nice leather loops are really nice on your thumb. I know I've done it with paracord, and paracord seems to eat into my thumbs quite a bit. But I know it's simple, and of course you could make it yourself. But if you didn't want to, these are really, really cheap. I can't remember what he wants for them, so I don't want to go ahead and say here, but pretty cheap, let's just say, for something that he has done. And another thing that he does, and this is pretty freaking awesome. I mean, really, look at that. You can see the craftsman in it here. All the distressed look into it really just adds nice character to it. Love this thing. Absolutely. I can't decide exactly how I want to carry this. I've been just throwing it in a tin for now with my charred punkwood, naturally, because Mr. Wolfe is a great advocate of using punkwood. I've seen a few guys make necklaces with this, and some really, really amazing ones. I think Billy did one with a wrapped around here really, really nicely. But this, he's not selling these right here that I know of, but this here is near and dear to me because this is a gift of, I believe, one of the first strikers that Wolfe hand forged, and this is with a file, of course, and this one throws off some amazing sparks. He has come a long way already, I think, in his forging. So you can see this is his first of what he's done, and I'm sure he's got plenty of examples of other things he's done on, his website, or if you check him out on Facebook. He recently had a pinky injury, and I know that sounds kind of girlish. Oh no, I hurt my pinky. But just think about how much you use your pinky, guys. Just take your pinky and try to hold it out here. your hand uses that. I mean, way more than you think you do. And but seems like he's back in the saddle again. Alright, guys, just your normal Altoids tin. This one doesn't have any holes in it. You don't really need them. Not to say that some of mine do not have holes in them, because they do, due to my past experiences. But there's some punkwood in there. One thing to note about punkwood is, or any charred material that you have for your flint and steel, is if you don't use it a whole lot all the time, you can take and just re-throw it in the fire, and that'll just pull the moisture back out, and make it good to go again. So I'm not as good as Wolfe is at striking sparks down into a tin, but I do try to practice when I can. It doesn't take much, it just takes one good spark to get into there. And I gotta find a good side of this edge of this. See, I just broke a piece of my rock off. There, see, I got one spark in there. It was only one spark that I had to find a nice sharp edge of it. But if you guys can see it right there. And man, does it get hot. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up and save it for later. But there you guys kind of have it. Love flint and steel. If you're the type of person that loves friction fire, I think flint and steel goes hand in hand, because it really gives you the skill. It gets easy to get a spark to catch on to a piece of char cloth, and it gives you the skill to take an ember and blow it into flame. And friction fire will do you no good if you do not have that skill. The one thing that I really love about flint and steel is the aspect that it is a really good tool to use to help you if you are really interested in doing friction fires. And a lot of people overlook it, but the truth of the matter is you can get an ember all day long, but if you don't know how to take that ember and blow it into flame, it's never ever going to do you any good. So it works really good for that, to help you take an ember real easily and throw it into a tinder bundle. Because you can just keep getting ember after ember with the flint and steel, without very minimal, without any effort really, just minimal effort. And it's good practice, it really is. It was one of the things that I struggled with the most, truthfully, is just blowing my ember right through my tinder bundle. It was frustrating, to say the least, especially with friction fire. When you get a nice ember and you worked extremely hard for it, and you just blow it out the back of your tinder bundle. Pretty frustrating. But anyway, guys, I'll put some links in the description here for you on how to get some of this awesome, amazing gear. So you guys go check it out for me. It's an amazing person. He's back in the saddle, if you say. So go check it out. He's going to have a lot of stuff up. Can't wait to get myself a Revenant bag. That's next on my list. So until next time, I'll see you guys around.